All right, so I didn't want to do this video. Well, there's a lot of videos that I didn't want to do, but this one, um, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to start this one. It's been frustrating, and I'm very pissed off at most of the community. I made a video like maybe a month ago, a couple of weeks ago, that I didn't post of me banning people from my channel because they will call me all the words, or they will just like call my subscribers and the rest of the people on my channel all the words. I'm not even gonna like. Yeah, I do swear a lot. I'm abrasive and all of that, but again, I'm Serbian, so again, when I say fuck or fucking, like most of the times, I'm just trying to figure out how to say the next word or what the next word is in the sentence so I can make it fucking flow. See, fucking flow, because I didn't know. It doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, I'm abrasive and all of that, and like deal with it. You don't need to watch it. You don't need to understand it and all of that. But there is one rule that I have enforced for years, because I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now, and that one rule was to not be toxic towards my community. So I don't want to see like people beating each other up on my comment section and all of that. But I knew where all that was coming from. And by the way, I'm like out of breath because I basically just woke up, and I woke up to this basically, and we will talk about it. But like, there's not going to be an intro. There's not going to be anything. This is just going to be like whatever. I've been working, as you can see, I've been working on music again because my main PC, my music PC, died a year ago in my studio. Like, my studio is right there, and it's a huge fucking studio, but I can't use it because my PC died, and I don't have money to fix it because I'm doing this shit. And yeah, so I've been utilizing this PC to do some music, and hopefully you're gonna hear some of it. But anyway, let's continue. I knew for a while where the attacks were coming from, and I knew that some of the content creators in this space of Star Citizen are instigating attacks on me and people like that. If not instigating, supporting them. And I knew it because I saw it on Twitter. I'm not active on Twitter. I have a Twitter account. I posted once or twice. I had like I had some talk with John Crew because I mentioned him in the video, and I told him that I don't trust him. Or in the video, I said that I don't trust him, and he was very pissed off. And then I talked to him on Twitter, and we got to an understanding. And I deleted the video because I don't want him to feel bad. Basically, that's why I deleted it. But anyway, I knew because I saw a bunch of like things that people liked and that people said about me, because I'm not on Twitter, but shit gets sent to me and I see it, and I like, I was trying not to react to it for quite some time, but yeah. DG360 made a video on me, or on my video, about the layoffs in Star Citizen or in CAG, and he had some things to say. I watched it a bit. I didn't watch the whole thing, so we're gonna watch it together now. We're gonna react to him. But there was another video 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I don't even know, 5 months ago, when I stopped playing Star Citizen, or when I stopped making videos on Star Citizen. He made a react, and he was very malicious, I'm gonna say. I don't want to say toxic, but very malicious. And I just didn't want to respond. And now I'm gonna respond to all of it, right? Because I mean, he keeps on doing this, and I don't know, like, what the fuck is the point? If you don't like me, don't watch my videos. That's it. And since I can't ban you from the comment section, and since you're making videos on me and like reacting to my videos, which is basically like content stealing. Like, the first fucking video that he watched wasn't even like, he didn't watch the whole thing at all. He like stopped at like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. The video that, like, where I stopped playing, and when I said that I'm not gonna make any videos on Star Citizen. And if you've noticed, like, for you guys that keep like a closer eye on everything. If you noticed, I'm not using the referral code anymore. I'm not making videos on Star Citizen like I did before, like videos that are helpful for new players, ship reviews and all of that. I'm just making videos whenever I feel like it and whenever I'm actually playing, which I'm not. I make a couple of videos, like in the past month, maybe month and a half, I have like 5, 6 piracy videos where I just made a joke out of the whole thing because whenever I make a video on Star Citizen, it like the fucking comment section is just like, oh, didn't you quit? Yeah, I did. And I'm back. And I said, why? Like, I said when I'm going to come back. And I said, like, when I came back, I said why I'm back. So if you don't understand it, I'm just going to fucking, I don't know, do this, I guess. So most of my videos were like, I made these guys quit. I made everybody quit in Star Citizen because I was pirating and people would just like quit when they get destroyed and all of that. So it was funny to me, it was funny to my community, but the white knights didn't really understand it. And not only that they didn't understand it, it was just like they were still fucking toxic. And like when I made the video on CAG staff leaving for whatever reason, I had a couple of people tell me that I should have like named that video I made CG staff leave, or I made Todd Py quit Star Citizen, or whatever, because it would be funny. And it would be funny, but like, no, it's just like, I make titles that are not clickbaity, but we're going to talk about it in a second. Anyway, without further ado, I'm not very prepared. Let's react to DG360 reacting to me. So first of all, notice that I left the patrons and like the whole thing because I'm a good person, and he has a lot of patrons, and I'm happy for him, honestly, or whatever patrons.
All right, Grumpy, he's still making Star Citizen videos, by the way.
I didn't for 3 months.
If you if you haven't heard. Still quitting, still in the process of quitting. Grumpy Eye making more Star Citizen videos, and this is titled Diva's like, no. Why are so many developers leaving Star Citizen?
See, like, still in the process of quitting, I would say that is a bit like toxic to say, because you didn't fucking watch my original video when I said that I'm not playing, I'm not going to make any videos on Star Citizen. You didn't watch it, you were just like making fun of it, didn't even fucking give it a chance to understand why not only me, but like a bunch of other people left and never came back, and some did. Like my closest friend that I met in Star Citizen, one of my closest friends that I met in Star Citizen, he fucking sold his account before I did. I was the guy that was telling him like not to do it, and he might be in the comment section. Like, if he watches this video, he's gonna leave a comment and he's gonna say, "Yeah, that's me." But yeah, I know of a lot of people that sold their accounts. I know a lot of people that just don't want to play anymore. And that's it. And I came back because I saw some progress. But it's a problem that I came back because, let's make fun of him. But sure.
Okay, we're talking about Pappy leaving recently.
All right, this is going to be a shorter video because it's not the type of stuff that I want to talk about anymore. I'd rather play other games and make videos on other games that are good than...
But I need the clicks and the monetization, so I'm going to keep making Star Citizen videos.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. All right, it's so funny. Let me show you my monetization. So these are my past, I don't know how many months. This is when I didn't play Star Citizen. And this is also when I didn't post any Star Citizen videos. You can see it, right? Oh, shit. You don't see it. Give me a second. Oh, my God. All right, let me just move it a bit. Can I move it? There we go. So that's... Oh, fuck it. I'll just tell you. This is November. This is December. I stopped in November or October. I'm not sure. I didn't post any videos in October, so I made $100. This is... no, I stopped in September. So these are my... Like, there's no fucking difference. See? Like, there's no fucking difference. And speaking of views, let's talk about views for a second here. So my Helldivers video has 11,000 views. Star Citizen has 11,000 views. Star Citizen Needs to Chill has 7,000 views, and then gameplay videos have almost no fucking views. This one has, because I don't know, it just got picked up by whatever. But my day before, 12,000 views. This one, it was just like shit for whatever fucking reason. But Destiny 2 has 10,000 views, etc., etc. So it is not about the fucking money. I can do whatever I want to because I know how to make fucking reviews, and I know how to like talk to people and how to do a proper YouTube video. And I'm established as a content creator, even though I fucking hate that word because Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck is content, dude? Like, I'm a musician. I'm not from this fucking stupid shitty internet environment or world, whatever you want to call it. And like, I don't care about content creators and all of that. But like, speaking of content creators, I know how to make fucking YouTube videos or content. I was making reaction videos, and those were on my second channel because they are very profitable. You just like do nothing basically. You watch other people's videos or you just read shit out, and that's it, and you make money. But I'm not doing that anymore because I'm not streaming. Why? Because I don't like it, because it's dumb. And it takes a lot of time for me to like cut all the videos so I can actually make some money. Maybe I'll continue at some point, but yeah, never mind. Let's just continue. Like, fucking disputed like immediately. What are you talking about? What money am I making? What clicks? But let's continue. Like talk about this, but I want to inform you guys and share my thoughts on what's happening with Star Citizen right now. So
Sure.
emphasis on me saying that I want to inform you guys. If you don't know, prepare yourself to. Also, why is he watching the video at like 480p? Like, what the fuck? Press F in chat or like in comments, because a lot of very important people have left Star Citizen. But let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
You may have noticed that I also changed the intro sequence. It's not just Star Citizen anymore. It's a bunch of other games. Alright, so in short, there were already some rumors about CEG restructuring some of the teams, and that this will mean that there will be some layoffs. But I have never seen a restructuring in any gaming company or in any other industry for that matter that would lead to firing the top people. Sure, companies will fire the top people if there is a scandal surrounding their names, or if the company itself got bought by a bigger company.
Wait. The premise of this is really...
What premise? I just started the fucking video. What premise? So I stopped like maybe at 4 minutes, and people told me that he was like overly toxic and all of that, so I didn't watch the whole video, but like I got pissed off here. I was like, dude, you're not even fucking listening to the video. Like, should I start with, oh no, everything is fine, like it's all just like fine and dandy, and it's just like Candyland and fucking mountain goats and unicorns with... I don't know. I don't fucking know. Like, what fucking premise? The premise is there have been some layoffs, and this is why layoffs can happen. But like later in the video, I make you understand. I fucking say that it's probably not why this happened, but no, like it's just like, oh, I gotta react right now because he said something bad, and I'm gonna react like immediately. The fuck is the point? Listen to the people that are talking in the fucking video. Like, if you want to react to a video, listen to what I have to say to whoever wants to. Like, I watched his. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like a part of his Yamix reaction. Like, he reacted to Yamix, but like there was like some back and forth there, and I'm guessing that like the same thing is going to happen here. But yeah, so. It was the same thing. Like, Yamix was like, dude, just listen to the whole fucking video. And like, it was fucking obvious. Like, just listen to what I want to say. If you want to, if this is your job to react to other people's shit, Just fucking do it. Like, listen.
And like every company goes through cycles like this, man. Doesn't matter. Every like we're just because people are quitting. There's so many reasons why people quit their jobs.
Yes, and that's what I stated later in the video.
Man, there's so many reasons. Not even like in a mad clickbait Star Citizen world where everybody thinks that it's a scam. You know, I'm talking about the real world where people work and then they quit their jobs for whatever reason. They're not getting along with their boss. They're not getting enough money. There's some conflicts going on in the company.
Sure.
These things like happen. And a company as big as Cloud Imperium, where there's like 1,000 employees, man, these things are pretty normal if you ask me. But let's just continue.
So what are we laughing at, though? What was the issue with my premise, though?
Continue with the thesis that because this has happened, it's got to be a scam and there's got to be trouble. But
Did I say that anywhere? Like, if you watch the video, you can tell me, like, did I say that anywhere? I said that this might be a red flag. And I'll show you some, like, new stuff that I just uncovered.
let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I have also seen companies firing most of the devs after they finish the project, but I have never seen a company starting to focus on a project and then firing the people that have been keeping that project alive for years. As far as we know, Todd Py, Vincent Sinatra, Dane Kubica, or I'm probably butchering the name,
I'm still not
and
sure
Jay
if it's
Cross
Kubica or...
left. Dan Truffing is still not confirmed.
And Paul Jones left, and people leave all the time. And
Actually, Paul Jones left with his whole team, and they went to Ubisoft. So, yeah, that was like
the only time
2 years ago.
Like I'm really gonna get worried about this type of thing is if Tony Z goes. Then I'm.
So Tony Z is not gonna leave because Tony Z and Chris Roberts are like best mates. They were in. They like founded, I think, Digital Anvil together, so that's never gonna happen. Like whatever happens with the company, Tony Z is still gonna be there. Like I don't even know if that guy even does anything. We didn't see him in a while. He talked about Quanta and like the economy for fucking years, and then he just stopped like 3 years ago, and he's missing, basically missing in action. Maybe he left, maybe he didn't. I'm just hoping that he's still alive. And that he's like well and good. So yeah. But his Spectrum profile badge has changed from staff to backer. The same thing happened with Todd Py's Spectrum profile, but after a day or so, his profile got deleted off of Spectrum. There are some other rumors that some other lead devs are also leaving or are already fired. But I will not mention them by name because their names haven't been leaked yet. But let's talk about Todd Py. He was basically...
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate
I like this kind of shit. Like this is why I don't like streaming and like watching streamers because of this shit.
hell out of you, bro.
Anyway, I don't know if this is copyrighted or whatever, but it's so fucking annoying. And oh, is Grumpy being grumpy again? So that was a question.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sarah.
Basically, the main guy for Star Citizen, and he's not.
Uh,
As you can see, I'm very frustrated by like even having to do this, but like I guess I have to do this because this will never stop, and it's just gonna go. It's just gonna be more and more of this. It's a part of CAG anymore. And also, you gotta understand this. DG360, he might be a good guy, but like, I'm very frustrated not with him, just him, but with a bunch of other people that are just like shitting on other people's opinions. Because in the end, the videos that I make, even if I make like a comparison video between ships, it's all about my fucking opinion, and that's why people are subscribing. Like, is that hard to understand? And you can confirm it yourself by looking at his LinkedIn profile. Honestly, he was one of the few guys that felt like he was genuine, because whenever Jared asked him why some of the gameplay features are not in the game yet, he would say that the Star Citizen teams are very undermanned because most of the company is working on Squadron 42, and he would look like he was very frustrated by the fact that he doesn't have enough people working on the game, while the only thing that CG has to show and that makes money is in fact left Star Citizen. And listen, this is just my conclusion. You can go and rewatch older Star Citizen lives that he was in, and you can like see for yourself. But I think that like he was very frustrated with the state of the company, and that he only had a skeleton crew.
I mean, that's all speculation. We don't know. Todd looked like he was squeezing out a poop every time I saw a camera was on him. Good dude, but Todd always looked like he was squeezing out a poop. Like anytime I looked at Todd, Todd looked like he was squeezing out a poop. Didn't he look like he was squeezing out a poop to you guys every single time I saw Todd? I knew something was up because it looked like he was squeezing out a poop. I think that's just Todd.
Okay, I don't even know if this is disrespectful. I don't want to attack him for this because I want to say like that, even though I'm the abrasive guy. But yeah, like Todd Py looked very frustrated with a lot of shit, and I'm pretty sure, like as I've said in the video, because he was very frustrated when he had to talk about the progress and the lack of progress and all of that, and like the delays and all of that. Then he would say, well, yeah, we're just simply undermanned. So I don't understand this. And he also says speculation here. Like, yeah, this whole video is speculation. Like, everybody fucking made a video speculating about, like, why Todd Py left. So, like, why is only this video pure speculation? Like, in the end, I said, or not even in the end, I think I already said it, that, like, we can only, like, speculate on what's happening over there.
Todd's personality, man. Let the man squeeze out the poop. Todd was just trying to poop himself.
To work with. So what I'm saying is, if that is true, if my assumptions are true, it is very symptomatic that he left right now.
Always
because most of the Squadron 42 teams are integrating with the skeleton crew that was working on Star. He was cleaning out the poop when he was game director for God of War. Yeah, he worked on God of War. Like, that's not a guy that you should, like, just fire or that you want to like, not have in the company anymore. That's the, like, Todd Py was a guy that you want to hold forever, basically. Citizen for X amount of years. So one would think that it would be something that he wanted the whole time. But the important thing here is that he was one of the most successful and respected leaders in CAG. He came to CAG from Crytek, where he worked as a game director. But before that, he worked in Sony's Santa Monica studio, Atari, and Midway. So he's not a guy that you should let go that easy. Especially if you consider the state of Star Citizen. Yes, it is in development.
I love how Grumpy's an expert now, and he's the guy who decides that Todd absolutely had to be there for the project to be successful. That's kind of like a little bit.
Am I being an expert, or am I just like sharing my opinion and saying, well, yeah, if he worked on God of War, if he worked in Crytek and worked on Crysis, and if he was like the main guy for the PU for the last like 6 years, like he's employed for 9 years, but he was the Star Citizen Live director for 6 years, I think. Like, if he held the company and he held the project with like a skeleton fucking crew for 6 years and still made some progress, then yeah, I would say that's a guy that you really don't want to get rid of.
Like you know, like,
you don't need to be a fucking expert to understand what I'm saying, but sure. For 13 years now, and it is. See, like, the issue is that I'm constantly being the negative guy here. Like, how the fuck am I negative? Honestly, because I swear a lot. If you can't get over it, then just fucking go follow a Christian channel. Is that why? Because I'm abrasive and like too fucking direct and maybe sometimes militant with my opinions? Not even militant, but you know what I mean. So, like, why? Because I'm a critical thinker? Because I don't want to just have the fucking herd mentality and just be like, oh, everything is fine. No, I don't know if everything is fine. I want to figure it out. And I want to make a video and we can just talk about it. And because I made a video, I got some new shit. Like, people in my community Discord sent me some new links of some new people that got laid off. And some of them had something very bad to say. Well, one of them didn't get laid off. She resigned. She's from Turbulent, but we will talk about it in a second. In a very broken state, but it was... I think he's gonna give me like a reason to talk about it. And by a skeleton crew for the past 7 years that he was the live game director. So if you take that into consideration, the game has actually seen a lot of progress. I mean, it hasn't, but like, considering the fact that like nobody was fucking working on it, it has seen a lot of progress. And this is something that I say all the time. It is amazing that Star Citizen even works considering the amount of people that... Okay, I quit because a single person left. Thanks, Grumpy. That's not the point of the fucking video. Are these guys like blind and deaf? And like we're working on it, and the scope that it wants to bring. And Todd Py is surely one of the reasons why Star Citizen is where it is right now. And I'm not saying
I would
that
agree with that.
great...
I agree that one of the reasons why Star Citizen is where it is because of Pappy, man. Pappy.
See, we can agree on certain points. Was that hard? Because he like you can see that he was listening now.
He contributed a lot. Who knows what the reason is? It's all speculative until it comes out of Pappy's mouth. This is the thing that drives me absolutely bonkers. I hear so many Star Citizen content creators speculate on why Pappy left. Nobody knows until Pappy says something, for God's sake. It just driving me crazy, man.
He's not going to say anything because he's under NDA.
I am detecting salad vibes because it's all really speculation until Pappy says something.
The fuck is salad vibe? This is where I stopped watching the video. I don't know what a salad vibe is.
Warning.
Thank you,
Incoming
Stunner.
salad vibes.
Thank you, Stunner. I'm going to watch just a little bit more because, like, you know, this is all pretty much speculation right now. But, like,
it's so funny that he posts, like, reaction videos to something that he didn't even watch. And like, he didn't watch the full video. I don't think he finished this one. I know that he didn't finish my last Star Citizen video, like, when I left. That's what it's called. This is my last Star Citizen video. Well, whatever. But like, how can you post that? How can you be like, oh yeah, this is good. I'm gonna post this. Everybody is gonna like this.
Like, this is, hey, listen, this is Grumpy's opinion. He's entitled to his opinion.
Yes, it's state, but every now and then it is. We hear that like 2 to 4 guys who worked on a long-awaited feature, or that one of the features that was broken for a while got worked on and fixed by an intern in his spare time. And then you start to realize why everything takes so much time and why the game is so goddamn broken. And it's obvious that some of the things are changing right now. We're getting the preview channels with Pyro and the replication layer, and we got much more content and fixes in the past 4 months than we did basically in the past 4 years.
No. All that work is a culmination of at least 4 years worth of work. It didn't just happen in
It's not really 4 years of work, but yeah.
4 months. That's again.
It's more like 2 years, but sure.
That's because everybody was reporting that there was no progress happening because they don't understand.
Because there was no progress happening. We had 317 for a fucking year.
Understand game development. That shit is it's always being worked on behind the scenes to this point. It wasn't like they just popped this out in 4 months. They've been working on this for years.
Dude, nobody said that they just popped this out in 4 months. Like, they can't make Pyro. Like, we know that they were making Pyro like 2 years ago, that they were like making the planets. We know that they were working on Nyx also. So this is not what I said. I would never say that. Like, nobody in their right mind would say that. But if we say that there's no progress, that means that, like, we're not seeing anything. There's no changes. There's no fucking progress. As I said, 317, we had it for a year. Then we had 318 that was completely fucking broken. 319 was a bit better, but it was so, like, frustrating. I didn't play in almost a year already. I barely played the game. I made myself play Star Citizen by streaming it. So I can just be in the loop, so I can just know how the game fucking works right now. Because I was making other videos that, like, are just like my opinions on the future of Star Citizen, or like ship reviews and all that. I didn't play Star Citizen. You know what playing means? It means fucking playing with your org, playing with your friends, doing certain tasks, not just going in to grind the bounty hunting missions or whatever. You just go and play. You pirates. You prepare for something. You do something. So I didn't play for a year and a half, basically, for like the whole 317 patch cycle. 318, I just couldn't get in. 319, that's when I stopped. That's when I stopped making the videos. And then I came back in 321, I think, or 322. I don't know.
And they decided to showcase a lot of it.
Also, why? Because there was no fucking content. Is that my issue? Is that me just being impatient and I don't want to wait for a year and I wanted to play other games and I'm such a bastard for doing that? No. Like, if you think that, you're a moron, honestly.
As CitizenCon in 2023. And it
I'm not saying
depends
that
a
he's
lot
a
of the
moron,
Star
but,
Citizen
yeah.
content creators that were saying there was no progress. Very big Star Citizen content creators, mind you. Those that a lot of people listen to were telling you there was no progress.
Yeah, it was Morph. And there was also no progress. Yeah.
Happening in 2023. Who is the only person that was telling you, don't listen to them, progress is happening, keep the faith. If you're a fan, you're going to see it at CitizenCon. And what happened? You saw it.
You saw what? Sorry, but like we used like DG. It's so weird to like refer to him as DG, but like DG, or should I call you 360? I'm not sure. But like, what?
You're going to see it at CitizenCon. And what happened? You saw it.
You saw progress, and like, dude, should I remind you that like in 2016, I think we saw a sandworm. I like this video that you're looking at right now is from CitizenCon 3. Fuck me, is from CitizenCon 2016 where they showed the sandworm. So like, should we trust CitizenCon? Like, was this progress? Are you happy? Like, it's not even CAG, but CAG could be like, it might as well be like the worst company when it comes to that. But like, if Blizzard on BlizzCon or any other convention shows you some footage of something that's upcoming, should you trust it? Should you say like, oh yeah, this is fucking great? Because you never know. Like, let's talk about Ubisoft. Skull and Bones was showcased like I don't know how many times on how many like conventions. It got released and it's shit. So you can say, well, they're making progress. Dude, I don't care about progress that is still like behind the closed doors. I want to like when we talk about progress, we talk about shit that we can actually play, right? So like seeing shit on like CitizenCon doesn't matter at all, or any other convention for that matter, from any other company, like Watch Dogs as an example, or The Division. Both games looked amazing. They looked like, dude, no, even better. Fucking the day before. It wasn't shown at conventions, but there was like updates and all of that, and it looked amazing. And then it got released, and it was shit. So, like, what happened to the progress that they were like? Most of the things that happened in those like videos that they posted, like people entering the vehicle like a normal person would by like opening the door, getting in, closing the door, that was cut out of the game. Like the game was a whole fucking. It was just like an asset flip. So should we trust what we see in videos, or should we trust our fucking fingers, instincts, eyes, and ears? If I play something and I like it, I like it. I don't want to see other people play. I don't want to see like videos about, oh, this is going to be so good. When? Tell me when, and I'll come back there in that point in time, and I'll play it, and I'll tell you if it's good or not. And then we're going to talk about progress. If you don't release it, that is not progress. So yeah, like they showed like flora and fauna in 2017. Like obviously 2016 with the sandworm, but like in 2017 also. So like what happened to that? Where's the progress? Right? They showcased it again last year in CitizenCon with the whales and the cows and all of that. So where's that? Should we call that progress too? They also showcased Pyro and like the connection between Pyro and Stanton. So where's that? Oh no, that's progress. It's not. It's not. It is not tangible. Like we cannot experience it. Therefore, it is not progress. Can I make this? Can I simplify this even more? Like I don't know how this is so hard to understand.
I'm in a fountain.
All right, I just got demonetized because of this shit. Whatever.
Where's the DG360 fans at? I hope you guys are going over to these large Star Citizen content creators that were telling you that there was no progress, and now they completely sidestepped it. I talk about those all the time. Never gets any airplay. Nobody ever seems to like say, hey, maybe DG's right about something like this. How about putting...
Nobody's talking about this? No. Dude, if you're talking about me, this is the issue, because you're making toxic videos, I guess, because I don't really watch his videos. But 323 needs to chill, because 323 is going to be amazing, apparently. I don't think it will, and we already saw some like delays and all of that, but let's hope that this patch is actually going to like save Star Citizen, and that we're actually going to get Pyro this year, but we're probably not. So like, this is what I talked about when we saw 323. And then you go and like check Morph, he did the same thing. If he's talking about Morph, yeah, Morphologist also did the same thing. So like, I don't get it. Should we just like White Knight all the time, hoping that we will be right? Or should we try and influence the developers, or like tell the developers that like, hey guys, this is not working. You're like losing players. You're losing me in the end. Because like, I left after most of my friends left, and people that I know left and stopped playing Star Citizen because there was nothing to do there. And the content creators are always going to be the last ones. Some of them are going to have a shorter fuse, like I have. Some of them are going to have a much longer fuse, and that's fine. When we're talking about honest content creators, when we're talking about White Knights that are just there to like defend the game, then sure, they're gonna go down with the boat.
making those people accountable, but not watching their stuff anymore? Like, how about actually disliking their videos instead of subscribing just because you see one?
See, like, I'm the most toxic person in this game. I'm the most militant. I'm the most abrasive and all of that. Did you ever hear me say anything like this? Was I not always respectful towards all the other content creators? I'm just asking, like, didn't I every stream when you guys started talking about poor gamer and how he's a White Knight and all that, didn't I defend him every time and say, dude, like, it's obvious, like, he's just like reading the news. He's excited about the future of the game. That's his job. He makes a lot of money. And then people will say like, "Oh, dude, no, he's paid by, he's like a paid shill or whatever." He's not. He's making like he makes a video. Let me see if he made a video today. Like, if he dropped a video today, he probably made a lot of money already.
Hello and welcome to some more.
Oh, stop, please. 42 minutes ago, 1,000 views. 1 day ago, 3,000 views. 2 days ago, 23,000 views. So one more thing that you got to understand: the views are not counted the same in Serbia and in England or EU or US. He's gonna get like for the same amount of views, he would get like much more money than I would, as an example. So like, and it's not like 50% more; it's like 100% more. So he does not need to get paid by Stars or by CAG to like make content. No, he likes it. He wants to keep people informed. As I understand, he barely plays it. Maybe he plays it. I don't know. But like, wow, why are we talking about Board Gamer again? Yeah, because I was like, every time when somebody would attack him, Salty, I don't even know Board Gamer. I know Space Tomato. I know Salty Mike. I know Dead Leader. Like, those are people that I talk to. Star Streams. Like I consider those guys friends, and obviously I'm going to defend them whenever anybody attacks them. But if you attack whoever, Inforunners, that basically hate my guts, I'm still going to defend them because they're doing their jobs and they're making content in the way that they think content should be made. Thumbs up, kudos, nice. Is it something that I will watch? Maybe not, maybe yes. Why does that, like, why would you care? But calling somebody to like unsubscribe or whatever he said, not watch their videos is just like, okay. Or calling your community not to watch their videos. It's just like, dude, like, what's the point? Why are you trying to sabotage more for me or whoever he's talking about?
1 million subscribers next to their name doesn't mean they're right. You know, like power in numbers, I guess. You know, power in numbers, I guess.
And I don't know if CG as a company, but you have numbers. You have like more subscribers than I do. You have like twice the subscribers that I do.
We're doing it again.
Like what time span? Because I was here for 3 years and you were here before me, almost 3 years. But yeah, you're not making the views. So subscriber numbers don't really matter, right? It matters if you're making videos that people want to watch. Like that's the only thing that matters. And one can argue, and I don't like videos from what's his name? Ollie42, I think. I don't have anything against the guy. I don't like that kind of content. I think it's the same as reactionary videos. It's just like, oh, I came here and I did this and I posted. But people like him because they like his personality. They like whatever about him. They like his videos and they're gonna watch it. I'm not. But I'm always gonna fucking defend him. Even though I hate the whole fucking content creation thing. It's so fucking dumb. Company is changing because of lack of growth, but I would say that the changes that I saw so far, from a player's perspective, are very pleasing. And then, like, reactionary YouTubers or streamers, whatever, are calling for a boycott on like certain YouTubers and streamers. For what fucking reason? Because they said that there is no progress, and there was no progress. Until I saw that some of the people like Todd Py got laid off. And look, I can understand downsizing due to the company itself not having financial growth like it had in the past few years up until 2023. And I can also understand that they need to downsize because they finished the project.
The irony,
but I can't understand getting rid of the key people that were keeping the game alive while the whole company was focusing on a side project that was kept away from the backers' eyes. And I'm speaking as a backer right now, like it's very concerning because we have grown to love and trust certain people in this company.
You're
and
right.
We have
Keep
watched
it
them for
positive. You're
years,
right,
just for them to get laid off the moment the company. This guy says side project because they call it Quantum 42 side project. It is. Is it the main project? They made it the main project. For me, as a player, is it a side project? It is. Because I'm backing for Star Citizen. I'm playing Star Citizen. That's the only thing that I have and that I can see and that I can play. Therefore, it is the main project. For them, Squadron 42 was the main project. If you go to Kickstarter and you look at the Kickstarter, you're going to see the Kickstarter is for Star Citizen, which has a game mode. Let me actually open it in another link. Which has a game mode that is single player that is called Squadron 42. So, Star Citizen Kickstarter. And then you search for modes. Squadron 42, a Wing Commander style single player mode, playable offline if you want. So, should I remind you that Squadron 42 was not supposed to be the main thing? It was Star Citizen. And people have tried to debunk this, and I know that Salty Mike tried to debunk this, and he watched like all the original like conventions and all of that. And in the end, he realized that everywhere Star Citizen was the main thing, and that I was right. So what are we talking about? company starts focusing on that very game that they kept alive that we
I
backed
know.
for almost a decade and a half ago. And bear in mind that some of us backed the game or like invested even more into the game because of these guys and their reassuring words. And sure, yes, nobody.
There's only investment of heart here, by the way. If you think there's any investment in money in here, you're definitely not aware of what it is that you're getting involved in. There's no investment here. Investment
What do you mean?
requires that you get a return on an investment. An investment means that you will either lose your money or there's an ROI. When you're doing this, when you're
ROI? I don't know what it is.
buying ships, it's a pledge. It's a pledge. So first off, get that through your head.
Okay. So, first of all, let me see what a pledge is. The definition of pledge. A solemn promise or undertaking. What? The drinking of a person's health. Toast. What? Oh, commitment. A person or organization by solemn promise. Give as security or a loan. So what is investment? I think it's a normal question to ask. If that is a pledge, what is an investment? You invest money, time, whatever. In this case, money. So the company can grow. You're buying something, you get something in return. But if the company ceases to exist, or if something happens and the game just gets like canceled or whatever, like it doesn't matter, then it was a poor investment because you invested into something that just died and you're gonna lose stuff. So I don't like what investment on heart. That's still like ringing in my ears.
Involved in. There's no investment here. Investment requires that you get a return on an investment. An investment means
the return is the game. The return is the ship that you get, and then the game that you're gonna play. You're investing in a game.
Means that you will either lose your money or there's an ROI. When you're doing this, when you're buying ships, it's a pledge. It's a pledge. So first off, get that through your heads, everyone. Like, it is a pledge. You're pledging. Read the legalities of what it is that you're getting into before you get in.
And now somebody's going to say, well, investment, like if you're an actual investor, you will know investors invest and then they don't get anything in return, which is like crazy. Like, no, they do. Like, as an example, the investor Cauldron or whatever his name is, that invested like 70 million into CAG. In return, he got the money with probably like 10% more or whatever. I don't know how the deal went, but he also got his guy onto the board of directors, and he got voted off by the Roberts family in like, I don't know, a year or two. So he's not there anymore. But that's how you invest if you're an actual fucking businessman. But we're not. We're players. And this is a crowdfunded project. Therefore, we are investing. Yes, we're pledging, which in the end is the same fucking
thing. You're not investing in anything. You're not investing in.
I'm not buying anything either. If I would buy something, then I would have it forever. But the whole like Star Citizen thing is uncertain. Like, you can say whatever you want to, but like, this company might just like fall apart and die. Maybe that happens. Maybe not. But we'll see. I'm hoping for the best. But then again, you never know. There might be a third world war. There might be a shortage of whatever. Right? So it might have been a poor investment. In the end, the game might not end up the way you want to, so it still might have been like a poor investment. But anyway.
And this isn't a crypto token. This isn't Web3. This isn't a stock. This is your pledging.
What do you mean? What do you mean? This is not like, dude, you buy JPEGs and like most people that buy the Idris or whatever, they buy fucking Idrises or Idri, whatever, in bulks, and they like sell it on the Star Hanger for like a price decrease of like 20%. What do you mean this is not like what are you talking about?
To buy a ship because you are a fan of it. Period. That's it. And it might not end out, and it might not make it. So that's it. So this whole thesis about it's an investment is bullshit.
For fuck's sake, this is so fucking loud.
You know. Thank you, Hugh.
Oh god damn it.
I've invested hard. I've invested hard.
I think he said that he invested hard, and I did it also. Not only did I have invested hard, I also have like more than 1,200 referrals. And those guys invested also.
Oh my God, Hugh, I gotta get this. I gotta get your sound effect button, buddy. I gotta get your sound effect, buddy. Tier 3 sub. Wow.
He's supposed to work in the same
No,
place
idiot.
forever, and we already saw it with Paul Johns leaving in 2022. Actually, his whole team left and went to Ubisoft. Nobody has to work in a place that they don't like or where they're not getting paid as
Absolutely.
much as they should. But I
Absolutely.
think that we all can agree that losing people like Todd Py and Dan Truffin or even Jay Cross is very weird at this point in time. Jay Cross was the lead producer. Yeah, he was the producer. And he was employed by CAG.
Tensions are always going to be high in situations like this. Tensions are high. Tensions are high in this community here. Tensions are high in the fan base, and tensions are high in the Cloud Imperium workspace. The tensions are going to be high. This has never been done. This is going to take a long time.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, I'll take this. He was talking about tensions, so let me find this post by Annie Bufard on LinkedIn. She was Turbulent. She was working in Turbulent, and I have lost. Give me a second. I don't have Google Translate anymore because it's in French, and my French is not that good anymore. I haven't spoken in French for fucking ages, but Google Translate. There we go. It's in Serbian. All right. So we're just gonna copy this, paste it into English. So she said, she's, as I've said, if we go here, she was working in Greater Montreal. She was working in Cloud Imperium Games for 2 years and 9 months. So she resigned, and she said this. I have just resigned from a highly toxic company. You can see it, right? Yeah, you can. Without having signed a contract elsewhere. It is very anxiety-inducing, of course, but in the end, it costs me much less in mental health costs than staying. I was gaslighted when I expressed concerns about potential layoffs, telling me I didn't know what I was talking about just before the party. I don't know what this means, but sure. I guess it's just like a bad translation. Well, basically just before it happened. And at the end of January, a mass layoff disguised as a relocation of staff. This is why I made this fucking video. When very few were able or willing to move to other countries or continents with little or no notice occurred. So this is what I thought was actually happening, right? I didn't think it was like a scandal or whatever, as I've said in the video, but we're gonna finish it in a second. But yeah, so this is concerning because this is CAG's bad. This is not them laying off people that are not hard workers. This is just them spending too much fucking money and not making enough money to like keep these people working still. So she continued, my boss hasn't spoken to me since November. This is fucking amazing. At my annual evaluation, it was admitted that I was doing my job very well and that I met all the objectives, but we spent an hour on my character and my negativity. She's overly negative, I guess. I was mocked in a condescending way when I said that what mattered to me was the well-being of my teams. It's her words against theirs, but there is no word from CAG about this. But I'm inclined to believe the person, the girl or whatever, the person that is very frustrated with like that fucking quit the job without having a backup plan, right? Because she was so frustrated with the toxicity in the workplace. And then let's just finish it off. She said, honestly, don't let anyone treat you like that. I know it's a labor of love, but you, me, everyone deserves respect. Don't persist in trying to change managers who are incapable of giving you the basis of human decency. And I saw one more post from her. Let me find it. She wasn't talking about, like, she quoted somebody, and she wasn't talking about, yeah, it's this one. She wasn't talking about CAG, but you can sense that she was talking about CAG. So she said, take care of each other, but more importantly, talk to each other. It's not unprofessional to discuss salary. It is not unprofessional to disclose immoral or abusive behavior you've witnessed at the exec level or executive level. It is not unprofessional to be transparent about hardships you face with people working under your umbrella. You were conditioned to think this behavior, why is this so fucking small, is unprofessional because it supports a successful cycle of abuse and control. And this was a response to somebody's post about like LinkedIn not being the real world because everybody's just like nice to each other and all that because they just want to get a job. If they get laid off, they want to get another job, etc., etc. So, yeah, let's continue. Oh, this is still running. Okay. Jesus Christ.
And personally, if they do this, right? If Cloud Imperium does this, thank you, by the way, let's go. I appreciate you. If they do this and make the everything game, man, are the people that left going to be kicking their own ass. Because like at that particular point, you've achieved something that nobody else has, man. That just to put that feather in your cap that you stayed the whole time, dude. But I get it. There's probably differences of opinion on direction of the game. We are at a point in the development of the game where shit is getting very.
But differences in opinion on the direction that the game should take should not matter because people are working for somebody and people are working to build the dream that Chris has dreamed of. He wants to build his dream game, and we are here to support them. The backers are here to support that dream and to make it better, like even better, because he might have a dream, but he doesn't know how to do everything. Therefore, he's going to employ the developers, and we as basically the fucking QA testers, we're going to tell them, hey, dudes, this is not working. You got to change this, as they're doing with the master modes, because master modes, as you know, is like the third rework of the flight systems.
Serious right now, and tensions are getting very high. Right? You're getting into the point of the development of the game where, there's a lot more happening than there used to be. Everything's culminating to a head right now, and people are arguing probably. I mean, that's just part of this development process that we're in. We're seeing a lot of people leave because we're getting to a point where there are a lot of opinions on where the game needs to go from this.
So me saying that I'm speculating because we're not sure, because the whole video is about why are people leaving? Why is this happening? Can anybody tell me? Why is CG not saying anything? So that is me speculating, even though I said that what everybody says is just speculation. But when you say this is not speculating, right?
We're seeing a lot of people leave because we're getting to a point where there are a lot of opinions on where the game needs to go from this point forward. Period.
For 10 years, and he was a direct contributor or an active driver for over 25 major live releases for Star Citizen, and I would say that he was also one of the top guys just because of that. On the other hand, Dan Truffin was working on most of the PU related stuff, including base. Dan is still not confirmed, by the way. Building. And I have to ask now, did they put a pin in base building like they did with the Banu Merchantman when Paul Jones left? Because it's been 2 years, and it's fascinating that they still haven't found a team to replace the guys that were working on the BMM. So should we expect...
Chris has always had a problem with management. I mean, we talked about this. It's the beginning of the, this is my opinion. And this is something I've said many times.
The fact that you need to state that this is your opinion to like protect yourself from your viewers or from the Star Citizen community for having an opinion is just fucking crazy. You see it in all the gaming, right? I just made a video on Helldivers and I said that some things need to be improved. And then I got attacked by those white knights being like, oh, why don't you just let the developers do their jobs? Yeah, but I'm giving them ideas because I like the game and I want the game to be better. So if they didn't think of these things, I'm just going to give them ideas. What the fuck is the problem? So the fact that like it's the same with my video, like this very video that he's reacting to. The script was this big. And then I was like, yeah, I can't just say this because everybody's going to attack me. So I need to like explain every fucking sentence. So the video was like 15 minutes long because of that.
Chris has always had a problem on the management side of things when it comes to managing.
True. And you know this because he got fucking laid off from his own company that he made when he was, what was it, freelancer? And then like the company got bought by Microsoft and he got laid off because he was really bad in management. And we're still trusting this guy, sure. But let's like, this is why content creators like myself come into play to try and fuel the community, basically, to try and I'm trying to figure out the word here, to try and like incentivize, I guess, the developers to actually finish the game or to do better or to change something for the a better of the community, etc., etc. So it's not like there are some content creators that are going to be like that some of you guys call shills, right? But they're not shills. They're just like basically relaying what CG or whoever, like whatever company, Bungie or Ubisoft said. They're relaying that to the community, which, like, okay, that's a way to do it. And then there are some opinionated people like myself or Big Fry or the late Total Biscuit or whatever that have an opinion. Therefore, like like that's why it's opinionated. We have an opinion on something, and we want to share that opinion, and we want to criticize or critique stuff that we're playing because we want to make it better. Sometimes we don't even want to make it better. Like with the video that I did on the day before, it was just hilarious. That's why I have like 15,000 views, because it was just hilarious. It was just dog shit. There is nothing to improve there. The whole game was a scam. It was obvious from like day one, but it was still the most followed project on Steam, the most wishlisted game ever. And that's like the state of the gaming community. So that's why you need people like myself or Big Fry or whoever. And you don't need to agree with us. Sometimes we're going to be wrong, sure. But you do not need to agree with us. You just need to understand that like we're trying our best to make the developers. We're trying to push the developers to do better, basically. That's the point.
He is very detail-oriented. Some people would say that's not a problem. Some people would say that his managing style and the fact that like his attention to detail of the game is not a problem, right? But like in terms of like the business-oriented like teams communicating with one another and the way he's building the business, some people would say that he's got a problem managing. I being one of those people, just by following it. Now, if you're going off of revenues, they're killing it. If you're going off of the revenue side of things, they're killing it right now. And then the biggest...
They're not. If you look at the revenue, let me actually pull it up. Give me a second. All right, so we're in the CCU game. So if you take a look at this... The fuck? No. If you look, like, they're not killing it because this is 2019, 47 million. Then you have a growth of, like, what? It says 65%, but I wouldn't be so sure that it's 65%. You have a massive growth to 78 million. It's 2020. It's like the COVID and all that. All the software companies made a lot of money. Then they had more growth here, 10%, I guess this is about like 10%, 86 million. Then the next year is 113 million, and then the next year is 117 million, which is not growth. Like if you were running a company, like if this happened to Activision, which it did, it happened to Activision Blizzard, they got sold to Microsoft. Like they started doing the paperwork like the next day, basically. So that is very concerning, and that's why people got laid off. Or a
flashback I get when I say something like that is like, well, oh, DJ, it's all ship sales. It's all ship sales. Of course it's ship sales, man. That's what's making people, that's what's giving out the paychecks to the people that are working there. Of course, it's ship after ship after ship after ship. It's always going to be. When will the model change, right? When people stop spending. Are people stopping the spending? No. In fact, they're increasing it. So they're
not really increasing it, but sure.
Money in.
But he's right about this, and I'm not saying that you should stop paying and you should stop buying ships because like that's gonna kill Star Citizen. You should if you just don't feel like it anymore. If you don't believe in the project anymore, sure, do it. Just stop funding. Sure.
To our vault mode right now. I mean, that's what they're doing right now. That's what a corporation does, man. That's what a corporation does. Oh.
Expect the same to happen. But this is the issue. Let's take a look at this again. This is a year of having nothing in Star Citizen. Like it was the end of 2022, and it was like I think we got 318 in April or March last year, and this is why there was no growth, because there was nothing happening in Star Citizen. If something happens, the backers will recognize and invest more money. If they have money. That's how it works. Base building, like if the rumors are true and then Troffin like actually got fired, like look, they all seem like great people and none of them made an angry post on LinkedIn about them getting laid off. Todd was basically the only one not to post anything about him being a part of CAG anymore. He just like changed his status. And also, then I'm very new to LinkedIn. I made the profile just to follow what's happening with CAG. I didn't know how nice people are on LinkedIn. I didn't know that it was like the Instagram of real world, I guess, of like jobs, because everybody's so happy and everybody's so polite because they're expecting to like get another job or whatever. So I didn't know that that was the whole thing with LinkedIn. Now I understand it, and now I'm like, okay, so that's why nobody said anything. But they're certainly not happy to get laid off and not have like a backup plan. Isn't active on most of the social media platforms, but with the absence of a written statement by CAG, it all just looks super weird. But like, looking at the posts that he's a professional, but also he realizes that there's like 2 million people that have backed the project, and that the project is crowdfunded, so he has some, I want to say obligation, but like, to a degree, all of them are obliged to tell us what's happening. Well, CAG is obliged to tell us what's happening, but they're not going to do that ever. Other guys made on LinkedIn, I'm sure that it's not a scandal that made him leave. Like, assuming that at this point would be just stupid. So it looks like CAG is just downsizing. But again, here's the issue. He nodded at this, right? And at the start, he said that the whole preface of the video is dog shit because I was talking about other companies and scandals in other companies and why layoffs or like people leaving could happen in like historically speaking, why that would fucking happen. But here he just acknowledges what I said with the nod, and here he shat on me. For what purpose? Because he doesn't like me. That's why. You don't need to like me. Listen to the video and then talk about it. Listen to what I have to say. If you're going to react to it, if you want to watch it, do it properly. If not, don't do it. If you don't like me, don't watch my videos. That's it. Don't talk about me. Why am I like living rent-free in some of the content creators' heads? Even in some of the heads of content creators that I defended here earlier in this fucking hour-long video.
It's
Jesus,
weird
this is
to
gonna
get
be a
rid of
bitch
some of the
I'm not
top
even gonna
guys
edit this.
or for
I
them to
don't care.
leave when this happens. I mean, we all
It didn't have to be where, like, how Grumpy's framing this, where Cloud Imperium said bye-bye, Todd. It could have been Todd that was like, enough of this, you know?
I was not framing it that way. I just thought that you were listening.
know that most of the companies downsize by firing people that have the least experience or employees.
Like, look, I understand that I'm Serbian and that I'm speaking in a foreign language that, like, I know a bit of, but I think it's fucking obvious what I'm saying here. Like, how are you not
That
understanding what I'm
weren't
saying in
working
this
as
video?
hard as they should. So I can't tell you why
Jesus
any
Christ.
of this is happening right now, and nobody can except CAG themselves. But the lack of a statement from any of the sides seemed very symptomatic to me. And everything that I said in this video
That's
or
the point.
anything that
Yeah, it could be like Let's Go saying he could have missed his family and wanted to spend more time with his family. Pappy might have the money where he might, Pappy might have FU money. Pappy
it
might
is
have just
also
said, okay, enough
speculation.
of this. I don't need the stress in my life. I'm just going to chill out with my family.
that
There's
is
so
also
many things that could have
speculation,
happened
dude.
here. The way that Grumpy's framing this is a little bit, you know, misleading.
anyone
Misleading.
else says
Sure.
about this whole thing.
Sure, it's misleading. Because I'm speculating in the way, like in the same way that you are, but I'm saying that it's all speculation until CAG tells us something, and they're not going to tell us something because they don't care or they don't want that shit on their hands.
Is pure speculation because none of us
Max.
really know what's happening, and I'm pretty sure that the devs themselves have an NDI that will last for a
Dude,
couple of
my
years at
head
least,
actually
so they
started
will
hurting
not
now.
be able to talk
Jesus
openly
Christ.
about what happened.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, another song.
Alpha Papa Papa?
I can see that somebody said watch bait. The fuck does that mean? So far I was misleading, I was clickbaiting with a title that's just like, why are so many developers leaving Star Citizen ? And I'm talking about that. So how is it a clickbait or I don't even know what a watch bait is? Or how is that misleading?
Alpha Papa Papa.
Sure.
Happens, why they got fired, and like what's happening in CG, like at least in the near future. But I'm sure that the truth will unravel itself at some point, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be too bad or too late. And when I say that, I'm thinking
I'm going to say this. As cool as Pappy was, as much as I liked him, it's not going to make a goddamn bit of difference. It's
Look at the comment. NDA ass munch. God, I hate Grumpy. How can you hate somebody that you fucking don't know? Just please leave a comment on this video so I can ban you for life. Please. Because I started doing that, as I said like an hour ago. It feels like a month ago, honestly. But yeah, I guess I said NDI instead of NDA because I'm fucking Serbian. You fucking imbecile.
not. You know, like at the end of the day, it's a company that's making a
Jesus
product,
Christ.
and you know, depending upon the people that are working on it, it will get done
this guy's
faster. Or,
weird. Oh, just like let's shit on him because he's foreign. Let's shit on him because he said something wrong, even though like it also happens to people that are not foreign, that are like native English speakers. Oh, he said something wrong. Ooh, let's shit on him. No, you said it. You hate me. You got to check yourself with that. Honestly.
or later. You know, this has been a shit. I'm starting to feel more salad vibes, man. I'm starting to
I don't
think
even know
about
what a
Blizzard
salad vibe
and all of the
is, but
controversy
sure.
that is surrounding that company, with a bunch of statements made by like ex-developers
His whole chat
about
is
how
just
they
like,
were mistreated,
NDA?
underpaid, strongman,
Well, he said
and
NDI.
lied to.
I actually applaud Pappy for not saying anything about this. I think it's super professional. What, you know, it could be a non-disclosure act. It could very well be an NDA for why he's keeping quiet on.
Basically, this video is all drama stirring the pot with nothing to say because he wanted free and easy clicks. Typical Grumpy. See, when I see shit like this in my chat, when I streamed, I would defend the creator. Because this is entirely not fucking true. But if you're idiots like this guy, Ash or Rackham, then
On everything, but
you're
you know,
gonna
like,
see it like that.
I actually salute the dude. Like anytime I had a job where I either quit or was let go, that was it. Simple as that, man. Like I didn't say anything bad. Even if I didn't like the company, I wouldn't say anything bad about them. This is professionalism, man. It's just professionalism. I mean, that's how you act as an adult.
Yes, that's how you act as an adult, but also you act like as an adult if you understand that there's 2 million people that backed the project, and most of them did it because of you, because you were there for 9 fucking years, 6 of which was you being the live director, which is like the guy for Star Citizen, basically. And people have fucking backed the game because of you. People have invested in the game even more, and yes, pledged whatever, dude, because of you and your words. So therefore, I'm not saying that Todd Py is in the wrong here. He didn't say anything, right? But if he did, I would feel a bit better, honestly, because I have invested a lot of money in this game. I have drawn at least 1,200 people, at least, because those are the people that only like use my referral codes to buy this game. They bought the game, they invested into the game, and then the main guy just left. But yeah, you can defend you like people like DG can like defend Chris Roberts leaving, right? Because they just don't care about
while
anything.
they were working overtime, just hoping that the promises that they got from the higher ups will come true at some point, but it never happened.
Because the whole point, like you saw it at the start, the whole point of the video was just to shit on me. But like he actually listened to a few points that I had to make, and he was like, "Well, shit, he's not wrong." And he could, if he played the game, and if he actually watched my video why I stopped playing and why I stopped making videos on Star Citizen, like my last Star Citizen video, if he actually listened to me and what I had to say without being so fucking hateful and spiteful towards me, then he could have understood that I was in the right. And then that's why I just need to take a chill pill until something happens, until I see some change. And I saw it and it came back. But no, it's easier to make fun of people. It's easier to get your community to like attack somebody, to like militarize the people around you. And this is not something that I want my community, and I'm sure that they're not gonna do it. Like I'm just saying right now, don't go to his channel and just shit on him because there's no point. Like I don't care about that. You're not gonna help me. Whatever, he's doing his shit, I'm doing my shit. But this was like on a personal level because this is not the first time he did this. So this is why I needed to respond. But that does not mean that you guys should go there and like shit on him or like be disrespectful in any way, like his community is. Just don't be the same, basically.
They left or got fired, but one thing is certain: the gaming market is slowly shifting towards what it was 2 decades ago, and the companies will have to follow those trends if they want to survive. Games like Baldur's Gate, Palworld, Lies of Pi, Armored Core, Helldivers are setting new standards and rules that AAA games like Star Citizen will have to follow.
Thank you for
if
stopping
they
here,
want to
dude.
live a long and prosperous and a healthy life.
Here I'm talking about how mass layoffs happened in this year and last year because all those companies that had a lot of layoffs were just like poorly managed, and they didn't experience any growth. Therefore, they needed to lay off a bunch of people. And it's about the management, not the people. It's not a trend. The layoffs are not a trend. The bad management is the trend, and we need to talk about that instead of talking about layoffs.
And one of those standards is not to overpromise and then underdeliver.
Oz
And
could
the
take all
second
the
one
salad
is not to
vibes.
monetize every single fucking thing in the game. And that is exactly why companies like Activision Blizzard and Bungie are falling apart. And that's exactly what I was talking about 8 months ago when I made a video that's called Greed is Killing the Gaming Industry, and you can watch it by clicking here, just like queue it up in the next tab. Bungie had Destiny 2 completely locked up behind microtransactions, and every DLC that they released was worse than the one before it. Blizzard did the same with Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2. Overwatch is still one of the biggest competitive games out there.
Greed is killing the gaming industry. All right. I can't do it anymore. Listen,
Really?
Grumpy, dude.
All right, let me hear.
I'm
what
sure
he has
you're a
to
nice
say.
dude. You know, like listen, you're making content, bro. That's what you're doing. And you know, it's just not my style, and it's very
Why
speculative.
did you watch it again?
I'm not, I just want to hear it from Pappy. And if Pappy ain't going to say it, then I'm not going to speculate, And
Okay.
in terms of, moving forward with the project without Pappy and others that I really liked, it keeps going. It's its own living, breathing entity right
this
now.
is the end of the video.
And there's been a lot of progress in this, even though it's been slow. We've all seen the progress. We've all
a lot of progress, even though it's been slow. That's the fucking problem, that it was slow. Sure, there was a lot of progress in the last 12 years. Sure, 13 actually, if you count 2011 when they actually started working on the game. But if you consider, like, that's the issue. It's so fucking slow that you can like watch fucking a plant grow and die and grow and die and grow and die like over and over again, and Star Citizen is still in a fucking alpha stage, and we still don't have most of the systems, like game systems, not like systems like fucking planets and shit, but like game systems. We still don't have them. 13 years in development, and then I'm in the wrong. Sure, you do not like my content, don't fucking watch it. Don't after I got after he did this, even though he has like only 1,000 views on this, I got a lot of like comments on my video that I immediately knew that it came from him or from other people that reacted. They talked about my video, that are fostering this kind of a community, which I'm obviously not. I'm fostering a community of good people, first of all, and then critical thinkers. And if that's a problem, sure.
all seen the changes. And it happens, and it'll keep going, and it'll keep happening until it fails or it succeeds. All right, Pepe.
Sure. And that's the end of the video. Like, how can you say that when you're like, my actually, like, my brain hurts. But how can you say that when you invested a lot of money? It needs to succeed. We all want it to succeed, not only because of the money, because like it's our dream game, or like whatever was promised was our dream game. But I want to end it with this. I just want to end it with this. This is a video that he reacted to like 2 years ago. It's my video, and let me just. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. You can find the whole song in my videos. It's in a playlist with like music playlist or whatever. But this is everything that I have to say about this whole thing, and I said it fucking 2 years ago. I think that this is the verse that that I just want to play here.
Now I got these white knights in the front line, smoking crack pipes, hitting dislikes, praising whack guys, building shrines. Hey guys, why you uptight, fucking ass wipes? You don't wanna fight, I'ma let my canine tear you another one. I'm a Sith Lord, baby, you're a Padawan. So take a chill pill, the saying that cheap thrill. You know I will kill and make you stay still, so I can make skrill to pay the bills. You know I always tell it how it is. I see you're really trying to grind my gears, but you guys only make me cringe. My name is Bumpy.
And that is all that I wanted to say about this matter. I couldn't just like post this. I had to react to the whole thing, because if you react to a 15-minute video and you don't watch the whole thing, but you post a 20-minute reaction, like even reaction, like, don't get me started on fucking reaction channels where they watch the whole fucking movie and just post it like them watching the movie. It's just so fucking stupid. But yeah, that is all that I have to say, and I'm gonna leave you with that. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space. And again, if you're, oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? All right, this one. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a like, dislike, whatever. Watch, don't watch, but just don't go to like DG360's video and like tell him that he's a dipshit or whatever, because that's not the point. The point is that if you don't like somebody's videos, don't fucking watch them, and that's it. Don't shit talk a person that you don't know, because I honestly went into this one being so frustrated with all the shit that's happening with the content creators and like the community constantly fucking attacking me. and then I wanted to stir some shit up, honestly, but in the end, as you've seen, if you watch the whole video, I didn't, because that's just not me. But anyway, peace out. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'm not gonna edit the video, so like there's no point in me mentioning patrons, but thank you for supporting me. If you want to support me, links are there and there and all of that. But yeah, the next video is gonna be better, I promise.